Never underestimate.
I'm underestimating.
The power
Too late, already underestimated.
of cheese. But you already underestimated it.
Oh, yeah, I already told you I did.
Why would you do that? That doesn't...
Spite.
Ah, yeah.
And
That sums it up. That definitely sums it up. But did I make it? I forgot to save it. 1 second. I can fix that. I hate when I do this. I always make this mistake too, man.
Mm-hmm.
You alright?
Nothing is alright.
Nothing is alright. Everything is bad.
I just jumped in. Very good. Yep, crippling vibes, merchant. They're all rolling in. And Discord is late to the ball as usual.
As usual. But we've grown used to that.
We have? I mean, yeah, of course, yeah, you know.
I mean,
I like how you've labeled this stream a little old-fashioned and use a 20s look or 40s look to sort of encapsulate that. But in fact, we're playing a game that uses medieval fighting.
You know, when I make the thumbnails, I usually don't go for any specific theme. I just try to do stuff that will advertise Hannah and Jay's work. So I was looking through Hannah's old pictures of Claire, and I was like, I haven't used the Noir Claire in a while, so I'll use that one. And I was just trying to come up with a good title for it. Like, I don't have any real rhyme or reason behind it either.
I know, I just found it funny.
Oh, well, I mean, of course. If I had more like medieval style Claires, like Knight Claires, Viking Claires, Samurai Claire. Well, I do have a Samurai Claire, but I don't want to use it all the time. It's just one of those things.
Alright, Obi Day, isn't it, lads? It is. Hey there, Aaron.
Aaron is here. Cool.
New hero, 1940s manifesto. That'd get banned real quick.
All right. Well, I think we can get started.
Aztec season better have reference to the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think it will, because I think what's going on with this season, I think what's actually going on is that the reason why the Aztec jaguar that they've got imprisoned is so calm and kind of chuckling at everything is he thinks that there's some curse on the gold. And it's because think about it, in some of the stories that we've seen a big storm like blowing in, like they're all dealing with a big storm that's plaguing everything, and then we see that Shugoki who seems to be eternally hungry, he can't stop eating. So I think that there's some kind of curse on the gold.
Mm-hmm. That, or he knows it's actually most of it's just gold-plated chocolate.
Well, I mean that would get me too. That would get me too. All right, let me pull up.
Honestly, considering where chocolate originated in Central America, I would have loved it if instead this whole fight wasn't over gold but chocolate. That would have been funny.
Like, so you mean to tell me that the whole war going on against the Aztecs was just for chocolate?
Chocolate!
Anyway.
I mean, that'd be entertaining. You know, they also missed the chance to do a Caribbean pirate hero skin for pirate.
Oh, please don't get that started again. Everyone goes on about that. Like, where's the Pirates of the Caribbean thing for pirate? Why don't they look like Jack Sparrow or Blackbeard? Why they gotta look like a girl?
Well, technically, she does look like one pirate from the third movie. So, na.
Fail to raise a good daughter.
Mexican chocolate hits different. So does German chocolate.
German chocolate does hit different.
Like the Panzer chocolate. You know the one, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Raven is the best Lord Chamberlain for Honor. I appreciate that. I don't agree with it, but I appreciate it. I think that honor goes to Era de Lupi.
No negative.
I'm not being negative. I'm just being honest.
Nah.
Don't hit me.
I'll do what I must.
Lark over here hitting me with a pillow. Hey, Raven Brothers, D&D was canceled. It's been a rough day today. Glad to catch a For Honor stream. Hey, man, I get you.
Sorry about the D&D session. Glad to have you here, though.
Glad you're here. It's been a rough last few days for me. I've been trying to get over some yucky crud that's been going on. Basically, like headaches, general fatigue, stuff like that. I think it's like probably mild. Maybe it's something like a sinus infection or could be a mild case of the flu, because I think you have it too, just not as bad as I had it.
Knowing our family history, it's probably just sinuses just going, you know what, I hate you this week.
Hey,
Don't ask
did
me
you
why.
hear the song The Sound of Silence? It's really good. Yeah.
Which version?
You mean the one,
Like the original, or do you mean the one by Disturbed?
because I like both, like Simon and Garfunkel. Do you mean the Simon and Garfunkel version, or do you mean the
Disturbed version.
Disturbed version? Because Disturbed is better, but I like both. Hey Raven, hey Lark, what are it's for you. Hey Lark, what are your thoughts on the relationship between the Byzantine Empire and the Kievan Rus?
It was somewhat more stable than Byzantium's relationship with its other neighbors, but you know, that's not saying a great deal. They had a common religion, and so they had that going for them. But yeah, Byzantium just had a hard time of it. Very few breaks, those poor boys.
Did you see Metatron's angel video? I noticed that he released a video about biblically accurate angels. I'll be honest, and this isn't a bash on Metatron, I don't usually take his biblical talk seriously. Other than his one video where he did admit that there is sincere proof of Jesus' existence, which I appreciate him for doing, he sometimes does not have great takes when it comes to biblical stuff.
Mm-hmm. Live from South Carolina, it's Bonk Night. Good evening, gentlemen. Good to see you, Jack. Maybe bad One Piece takes gave you allergies, Raven?
No, I wasn't feeling good even before the One Piece thing.
Yo, watching from Ashfeld. Hey. And Brother Lorcath is returned. Oh, they're referring to the Disturbed version.
Oh yeah, I've heard it then.
Big fans of that. You thought I would block with the shield, but psych, I did it with the sword. See, Berserker, you ruined something.
Berserker, you ruin everything.
Thank you, Orochi.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Raven, saw this in Game Theory vid of all things, a reference to Baphomet saying he's being in balance with his above is below. Thoughts?
That sounds like something taken from Aleister Crowley.
Yeah, that sounds like an Aleister Crowley line. I wouldn't take that seriously.
Listen, 99% of occult nonsense has no basing, just people just made up crap. Crap. Got my head. Do you think Highlander should get a Berserk skin?
No. You know, that Nobushi didn't throw one heavy. You notice that?
Yep. Just retreat stab.
That's Nobushi classic strategy. Retreat stab, retreat stab.
Raven, if you had to create a character using weapons and armor from every faction, what would it be and why? And make it difficult, no matching armor allowed.
What?
I
don't know what you...
I think they want you to make an amalgamation from all 5 factions.
Let me think. Knight armor. What are you doing, Orochi? Either help out or back off.
How? He should be ashamed.
I guess, okay, knight armor, Viking weapon.
Wooling feats, maybe.
Woolen feats. Speaks weeb.
Speaking to Weeb, the Japanese foreign exchange student.
Let's see if you throw one heavy. Even when I was wall splatted, you didn't throw a heavy. There's your head. Finally, you threw a heavy. Yep, that Nobushi do like her lights. Hey, Raven and Lark, still trying to get an orc Olog from Shadow of War to have you both in my orc army. So far, it's a struggle to match your glorious natures. You can't compare us to orcs. It's just not going to work well.
For me, it honestly probably wouldn't be too hard. Thoughts on Demonology? I just like to categorize stuff of things, but I feel like if you say you have the slightest interest, you're 100% thinking you're a Satanist. I mean, there's a book called Demonology written by King James, so... And he definitely was not a Satanist. I'm skeptical to where they got their sources on a lot of the Demonology stuff. I think it's fun to listen to. Believing it is another thing entirely. I hate Nobushi so much, please nerf her.
My problem with Nobushi is it's too easy to capitalize on her likes.
I wouldn't mind her getting a rework in that regard, but I think there's some other people that need nerfs harder.
I tell you what, if you nerf her a little, boost Pirate a little. Because Pirate right now is a sad girl. Oh, she's back, cool.
I'm sorry to hear that, Silver Wolf. Have you made a lore video on a Shigoki?
No, I need to make more Legends videos, I really do. Oh, the Nobushi's sorry, is she? I'll bet you're real sorry. No, I'm kidding.
No, she actually tripped over herself. So.
Oh, wait, one of them quit. Who quit? It wasn't Nobu. Oh, it was the Berserker.
Huh. Really? I thought they were doing okay for themselves.
I thought so, too. But then they took an arrow to the knee.
Married. In the middle of a match? A bit peculiar, but, who am I to judge? And give Pirate better faces, and some of those are downright horror material. Yeah, particularly the one with the piercing chain. That's just not a fan.
The antidote to light spam: hyper armor. That's how it be, boys.
It do be like that sometimes.
And like that sometimes it do be.
Doobie doo.
Doobie doo.
Has your team ever disconnected and you're the only one left in the team?
Yep,
all the time.
Lots of time.
All
man.
the freaking time.
I hate quitting unless I have no choice.
It's ridiculous. Married in the middle of a match? That's some World's End BS right there. It was like, Barbosa, marry us. I'm a little busy at the moment.
Here comes the light spams.
Why did you think that would work?
Come on, guys, keep it up. There you go.
Oh, there.
Atta boy.
Warlords bonding.
It's a warlord moment. Yeah, pumping up.
Warlord showing why he got old in this business.
Yeah.
Always beware an old man in a position where people die young.
In a position where people die young, beware the old man.
Ubisoft needs to add drip to the Vikings. You're not wrong, but they can afford to add drip to everybody. Because right now the drippiest faction is the Knights.
Yep, I can agree with that. Now, all right. Moving on.
Hey Raven, what do you do to deal with writer's block?
I'll let you know when I figure that out. I'm dealing with writer's block right now, if I'm being honest. Usually when I have writer's block, I just try to get creative. I listen to music, go for runs, watch movies, play games. I just do a lot of things to build the creative juices because I get influence from everything around me. The Vikings are too dirty to have a drip. Well, we need to apply drip so they're not dirty.
Exactly.
Barbosa, best moment is marrying Will and Elizabeth. That is a pretty awesome moment, but I think my favorite moment with Barbosa was when he reveals in the very first movie when he reveals to Elizabeth that he's that they're cursed. And he walks out, and then he drinks the wine, and it goes right through him, and then they laugh, and then while they're all laughing, he's like, "What are you looking at? Back to work." I'm like, that's funny. I like that.
I like it when he's like, "Are we still cursed?" Shoots one of his guys. I'm still alive. You shot me.
I love that. Just like, how do we tell?
Barbosa, creative problem solver.
Like, you're not dead! No, but he shot me!
Yes, but you're okay.
That was just funny, I love that. And then when she stabs him and he pulls it out, I'm curious, after you killing me, what is it you're planning on doing next? They're like, Barbosa, pointing out the flaws in your plans.
I mean, he does have a valid point. Like, let's say you succeeded. How are you getting off?
Like, you don't have a weapon, you kill me, you can't steer a ship. Like, what's your plan, dude? What you gonna do? Hang on, Griffin. Griffin's dead. I don't think we'll win this one. In fact, I'm willing to bet I'm about to lose a lot of team members. Maybe instead of emote spamming over you're defeated, you should have healed, dude. Like, now you just look kind of dumb.
Indeed.
Now, don't do what he did. You're better than that. Well, actually, I don't know if you're better than that, Warmonger.
Oh, you found one of Saruman's boys. Cool. Have a blessed day. You too, Zacton. Scotland does have great motorbike tours. You know,
Come here, jerk. Go for a ride. Whee!
You know, when I think Scotland, I don't think motorbike tours, but the thing is, I could see it working.
I could too. But then again, I see a lot of things.
In your opinion, which Viking has the best drip?
Probably Highlander. Highlander do have some good drip.
I also like a Raider in chainmail.
Yeah, that did look good.
Hi, Raven. Love the content. Keep it up, man. Oh, thank you, Extra. We've been complimented. Raven, you can go straight into your unblockables after a block with BP.
Okay.
Hey there, Hannah. Now, Hannah has arrived in chat. I feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Hey, no.
Oh, I thought you were going to fake out. Okay. I was wrong. It's fine.
Ah, use my strap. He's so brain dead they can't even comprehend what you're doing.
Well, I'm noticing a pattern. Whenever these guys get kills, they like to do emote spams, and they don't like to stay far from each other. I told you I'd make it, Raven. Yes, you did, Hannah. Hannah, I was worried that she wouldn't make it, so, but she said that she would, so she got here.
But is she going to break it? That's the real question.
Plot twist, the Knights convert the Vikings to Christianity by promising them better drip. Hey, you know. The problem is, I know a lot of people are like, hey, Raven, what if the Vikings got plate mail? I'm going to sound mean, but I don't want that. I kind of want the factions to have their individuality. I don't want them all to start sharing, you know? It's kind of like, I want them to be unique things.
Yeah, have their own unique drip. And the thing is, but I do agree with like some people saying like, hey, it shouldn't just be all like hide and leather. Like chainmail, a lot of the chainmail additions to the Vikings was very much appreciated. Warlord's like, have I been here before? I feel like I've been here before. No.
Oh! Ooh!
Perfect catch there.
Oh, crap.
We fell for that one. Wait, a helpless lobster. Call Jordan Peterson. This man needs assistance. Where are you rolling to? Are you treating this like a Dark Souls game? Or are you just trying to buy time?
He was buying time.
Fantasy Vikings are just medieval Viking gangs. Hit him where it hurts, Raven. It is now confirmed. Black Prior is an employee at Waffle House.
Yeah, he decided he was just going to switch. I just kept flipping that side. And Warmonger comes in to finish him. Good job, War Mommy. That was beautiful. Oh, I love it.
I think Valkyrie has the best drip. She does have good
Valkyrie
drip.
does have good drip, but I don't know. Something about Highlander. You know?
I'd say the biggest problem with the drip and concerns of the Vikings would probably be Shaman.
What's your thoughts on Zany? I don't really care that much about Zany. I've never really followed him that closely. I know a lot of people like him, but it's just not my favorite.
Well, that was confusing.
Oh, wait, what was going on?
I believe I speak for everyone when I say, what?
Did I just light parry you?
One can only help. The buffoon is flummoxed.
Oh, come on!
Who keeps putting walls in my way? That never gets old.
Thank
Surprise!
you. God, this is the fun.
Alright, give me another quarter. Who wants another ride?
Crap. Crap! I couldn't fight all 4 of them at once. Oh well. Yes, emote spam, all of you.
They do not like it.
They don't like. Well, it's because I was holding them all off. Like,
It's not every day you get to say you beat a Waffle House employee. Truly.
man, I feel bad for you 4. It takes all 4 of you to beat one BP. Medjay, Raven, have you tried Medjay so far? What? Of course I did his whole video. Like, have you tried Medjay? Yes, I've tried.
Like, what do you think about his lore? We did.
What do I think about his lore? It's fine. It's not the worst.
That would come later.
Thanks. Oh, their Griffin's a thanker. It's what it is, folks. It's what it is.
It is what it is, fellas.
And we have hi, Zanhu.
Not
Zanhu, you brought this on yourself, honey child.
Honey child. Never before have I heard a Zanhu referred to as such.
Well, I think he made his skin color black, so I was,
Teemwa does not exist. Never heard of Teemwa ever. Oh, no, never heard of Teemwa.
Teemwa is awesome.
Just the greatest man I ever.
Actually, that's a question I have for chat. What do you guys think of Teemwa? Do y'all like Teemwa? I want to let my IRL Teemwa buddy know that he is well liked. No, they've rallied. Oh, come on. Oh, well, I better sit in A then.
Just boost.
This is where they're coming. This is where they're coming.
Sorry, I was late, mate. Went for a bike ride.
Yeah, here they come. Oh, shoot.
Here it comes, fellas.
Get out of my sight.
Who else would like to go for a ride?
Thank you.
Assistance at last. He's going to be trying to be ledgy. Teemwa is a wonderful character. Thank you, Clay Pigeon.
Okay, he's gotten a lot smarter now.
You gotta be careful.
So, let me tell you how this works when you get schooled. When you start dropping thanks over and over and then you lose, yeah.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
Cool guys.
Just don't look at explosion. Yeah, boy! Look at me in Capsule Corp over there.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
How about that, fellas?
What a fight. That was actually a good fight. Like, no cap. That was actually a good fight. Raven, don't say you're not good at the game. I am not good at the game. I said
He just asked you not to. He gave you simple instructions.
No, I'm not going to say that was me being good. I'm going to say that was them being very bad. They fell for a lot of baits that they should not have. All right, let's see. Okay. I do not jest when I say if you manage to get Teemwa added for Honor's canon, he'd easily be among the best characters in the franchise next to Apollyon, Holding Cross, and Domini. That makes me happy. That makes me happy.
I mean, yeah. Hear that, Ubisoft? Adam, make it happen. Make it happen.
Raven, I have an idea. What if Boyan is manipulating Astra, which brings the other heroes in Heathmore? That's a thought, but I don't know. Why would Boyan want Astria to bring other heroes to Heathmore? Boyan's only goal is to get treasure, so why would bringing other heroes to Heathmore help in that? Maybe I'm missing something. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. It's an interesting thought, but I don't know. Oh, shoot. Oh, the guy that was thanking us, the guy that was thanking us earlier is now on my team. Oh, this is going to be bad. Since we just talked about Medjay, let me play as Teemwa. Let's bring Teemwa into this. Yes. While we're loading up, I need a drink. Hold on 1 second.
Indeed. Well, adding any of your characters would make the game story more interesting. I'm inclined to agree.
Any of my characters?
Yep.
Even Sarsaparilla Greg?
Especially Sarsaparilla Greg.
God, Sarsaparilla Greg. No, you know what? For Honor could not exist without Sarsaparilla Greg.
Exactly. He's the glue that ties it all together.
Apollyon, in her dying breath, asked for Sarsaparilla Greg to please not die.
Yep. The tower will always be a disappointment, Silverwolf. Always. In the most comical of ways.
Aaron, I'm trying to resist making Titanic jokes. Do not resist. Let it happen. Do as you please.
Hey, come on, buddy. We got to break the ice somehow.
You're going down with the ship on that one.
Ooh.
But we got to be honest though. That kind of humor doesn't really float. You ever get that sinking feeling?
Listen, we're going to be losing subs over this.
No! Ah! That was deep.
I'm feeling a lot of pressure.
Okay, we'll stop.
Who's Sarsaparilla Greg? Well, if you don't know.
You don't know who Sarsaparilla... You don't know who Sarsaparilla Greg. That man ran the best farmhouse ever that was taken over by goblins. Okay, in all honesty, if you want to know who Sarsaparilla Greg is, go watch Goblin Slayer Abridged by Grimjack. It is hysterical, and Sarsaparilla Greg, I think he shows up in the second episode. Very funny. It's really funny.
Yep.
Are you doing...
Are you doing the sound of...
Come on, guys, this kind of humor is below you. Ah! Your poor neighbors, Raven? Oh, they don't care.
They have no room to talk.
They really don't, because they smoke pot regularly. So if they go and say you're too loud, I'll say, and you smell bad.
Yes, please, call the police. Let them know. I'm sure they'll have wonderful questions to ask you.
All right, here we go.
Is he from Asheville or the Mire? Is he from Fallout New Vegas? No, Fallout New Reno, believe it or not. Weird, I know.
Ooh, good use of hyper armor there, Warlord. No joke. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, there are some.
Wait, wasn't that Warmonger on my team last time? Why are you hating on me, Warmommy? I didn't do nothing. I didn't even emote spam in the last match. Some people are just salty. That's all it is.
Yep.
All right, let's see if we can't do better this time, since it's not just... Oh, hi.
Roulette time. Is the new hero going to be the last of his kind like the Griffin, or will he be a secret order of Aztecs that Vela forgot to genocide?
Oh, good move.
I'm willing to bet a secret order.
Oh, good move. Okay.
Oh, dear.
Oh, crap. Ah, got me. Good job. Good fight, man. Oh, I like the execution. Good fight. I'll give you a good fight for that.
I don't think the kindness will be returned, but...
No, I doubt it. Oh, it didn't emote spam this time. Okay, cool.
Guess it got the little saltiness out of the way?
I guess.
Maybe he thought you were somebody else when he was emote spamming earlier.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
I wonder what happened to Griffin. Well, he's on our team now. Just not a Griffin anymore.
Well, we're about to get a fourth player at last.
They see the situation, leaves.
Hi, how you doing? Dodge that. Oh, good. Man, I'm falling for all the wrong plays.
That is a dedicated warmonger right there. Stopping them.
Good fight.
Vengeance.
Kill him with kindness, folks.
And, what?
Well, and whatever you call this weapon.
We try. Hey, Raven, how's it going?
It's going all right. And we just got a fourth player. Sweet. We can finally start turning this around.
Allegedly.
If there's one thing Medjai's really good at, it is clearing the minion
He can
lane.
clear a zone. Minions be sweating when the Magi pull up.
I'm gonna go to A, make sure they don't retake it.
A good idea.
Yep.
Hey, Raven, did you know there was a Godzilla anime on Netflix?
I did not know that.
The more you know. Okay, Valkyrie's off to do something else, I guess. That's fine. Into the knee. We were in the middle of something there, but okay.
I'll leave it to Yorn. There we go. Good fight.
Oh, I don't think they're going to take that the right way. Dude, really?
Well, she probably did it to him earlier, keep in mind.
Well, he's kind of a salty guy from the last one, too, so...
Yeah, it's just salt all around.
Just salt. Oh.
Ooh, Yorm.
Oh, Draxon Knights says, hello, Raven. Last time I was on one of your streams, I was one of the Kyoshin. It was the Kyoshin season under the name Nightmare Warrior 666. Huh, well, welcome back. Hey, Raven, did you hear about the Dead Rising remake?
Nope. Bye. Good fight. What are you on WoW for? You just tried to gank me earlier. You attacked me with your corruption blast. So don't even try that crap with me.
Hey Raven, how do you get access to Discord?
We'll give you the link.
Let me see if I can get it. Because I'm having to work off of my phone. One day you'll load. One day, and it's going to be beautiful.
Thought I could parry that. Come on, ledge me! Ah, not far enough. Oh well.
Alright, just put the Discord link in.
Yep, Discord link is now in the chat.
Yep, there you go. Hey, Raven and Lark, I'd say the best options Ubi gave the Vikings is Chainmail, Lamalar, and Shirt for Raider.
Since they finished Vela's story now, I will read the third part and then I will make my movie, well, not my movie, but my video about it hopefully this weekend.
Yes, we're going to make a full blockbuster length movie.
It'll be awesome, I tell you. But yeah, some of these guys are pretty mad. Oh no! It didn't. Oh, it did work. Holy crap.
Guess they got that extra strength bear trap. Really should have invested in a crocodile trap, though. None of that.
You should have lighted me or headbutted me after that.
Guys, they still got me trapped in the cage. They've only been feeding me Taco Bell. That's not real cuisine. We got to get them out of there, boys.
No!
Is that guy really using default Lawbringer?
I guess. I mean,
that is a bold move on their part.
And let him do it, I guess. I mean, he's a rep too, but all right. Hey, Hito, Raven, I was the Hito in your last stream. Oh, cool.
Nice.
I used my 4th feet on the guard. You made a comment about it. Oh yeah, I think I did do that. Now that I think back on it. Wow, Pumpkin, you're kind of a mad person, aren't you?
And it shows.
Why can't I parry that? My coming is all
Is Three Dog a reference to the song Three Dog Night, or is it a reference to the character from Fallout 3?
Roll away, roll away, roll away, roll away. Man, I don't know what happened this match.
Salt
happened this match.
Indeed.
Thanks. Good job, Pumpkin. You and your whole team did good.
Well,
I mean, you didn't, but your whole team did good.
Pumpkin did okay.
Pumpkin did it, but man, he is a salty person. And Tropical High quit. He was the toxic one from last match.
Guess he hit a tropical low.
But man, all right, well, that did happen.
Godzilla of War Ragnarok. What?
What?
How would that function?
I see less salt in the Hutchinson salt mine. Yeah, it's just something you get used to. People who say that For Honor is super toxic, I don't think it's super toxic. I think it's just super salty. I think we've got a lot of people who get very salty with the game. Toxicity to me is just like mistreating or harassing people.
I will say I have gotten less complaints from For Honor than I have gotten from, say, playing something like Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight's way
I have had
worse.
people say some very crass things to me.
Dude, I've had people threaten me with death on Dead by Daylight. All right, good fight, guys. I'll give you all a good fight. That was fun. It was good. Good job. Yeah, y'all did good. Like, no cap. Y'all did pretty good. I made a lot of mistakes. Could have done better.
I'm just trying to figure out what he was drinking back there. They haven't seen League of Legends. Oh gosh, I the one time I tried to play League of Legends before I said no was because a buddy of mine was playing. He said, "Hey, you should give it a go." And so I got into a practice match, just fighting bots. And this guy kept on harassing me because I didn't know how to play the game. And I'm like, well, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
It was like, you suck at this character. Like, I've never played this game before. I'm trying to learn.
Yep. Do you have Raven Knight? Do you have any interest in the new Star Wars game Ubisoft is developing? I am interested. It looks cool, but I'm keeping my expectations low because Ubisoft, when they do an open world style game, it can either be absolute cash like Ghost Recon Wildlands or the Division 2 or Far Cry or Far Cry 5. When some open world games that they do, cash money. Others, like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, no,
or Far Cry 6.
Or Far Cry 6. Like, there are some that do really, really well. Others that I would bury in a hole somewhere and forget about.
Yeah.
And the other problem is, it's Star Wars. And while I love Star Wars and always will, my big thing is it's hard for me to have a lot of faith in it. Raven Knight, don't leave me, Raven. They showed me their lore. It's all right. We all go through these hard struggles. But
I'm sorry, dude. You're going to have to learn how to deal with it.
Raven, say my name in a deep voice. My name. There, I said it.
I don't think that's what they were.
Oh, you meant your name. Lord Thunder. There, how's that?
Lord Thunder the Third of the Sussex Thunders.
I hope it's good because they have a goddamn commando droid buddy. I mean, how can they mess that up?
They can find a way.
You know what? They handed Star Wars to Disney, and I thought to myself at the beginning, how can they mess this up? Star Wars is amazing. And then they made it.
So, I mean, I didn't think they could make a game where you have an attack crocodile as a best buddy, a boring game, and yet Far Cry 6.
So what I'm hearing is as long as Ubi doesn't do a Star Wars sequel, then the game will be good. Okay, according to what they said, the game is supposed to take place, I think they said between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting time period to take place in. I mean, there's plenty to work with there. There's a big time gap between Luke finding out that Darth Vader's his father and then going to Jabba to save Han. So there's a lot of time there. So they could definitely do some stuff. And it's not taking place in the sequel saga, but we also have a female character confirmed. It's going to be a female character. And as we know, with prior experience with Star Wars, girl power, the Force is female. I really don't want them to do that.
If they play it straight, like we get like a Lara Croft in Star Wars, they'll be fine.
Yeah, if it's like a Lara Croft thing, that'd be okay.
But if they have to go with preach girl power, then I'm gonna go.
Yeah, if they just turn her into a Mary Sue.
I'll just get Starfield and download a Star Wars mod.
If they just turn her into a Rey, I will be very unhappy.
Hey, come on. We don't use rays. We use blasters.
Exactly. Ray guns are for wusses. Except for Chris Ray Gun. He is amazing.
Indeed. Han is frozen in carbonite.
Yes, he is. At that point in time.
Would you prefer dry ice?
Yay! Imagine if Ruth was in Star Wars. Oh, that'd be sick.
Indeed. Track 9? Runners is like the Flash here in the park. It only shows you a bit of lore and then runs away laughing. That does describe how they treat it pretty well, honestly.
Okay, what this girl does is she fakes out her parry. and then does a bash attack.
Bonk.
She has no room to say wow because she ganked me earlier.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go heal up and see.
She'd be a Mandalorian raised by a Jedi. Intriguing.
Yep.
I hope it's good, honestly.
Let's not. I don't want to talk about Mandalorians right now. I'm still kind of mad about what Rag said about him.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, let's not go into that.
Okay. I hope it's good, but honestly, I really want a game that is like a Star Wars Skyrim combination. Like you can choose your character, play different alien races, choose your backstory and stuff. Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be kind of neat.
But that would require a lot of effort, and most game developers don't like effort. I want to see a Star Wars story about a human that honestly fought for the CIS, no Sith or secret evil BS, just regular guy fighting against what he sees as corruption. Then your best bet is to play the TTRPG. That is your best bet. Raven and Lark, any wishes for the upcoming hero, lest it be feats, movesets, or something else? Everybody would like a sort of like heart execution, like a sacrificial pulling of the heart execution. If they don't do that, I will be incredibly disappointed. Because that is written in gold right there. Bonk. Heavy boy's got to be in more media. Oh, you want?
Oh crap! That's a bot 3 shaman, isn't it? Hold on. Yeah, bot 3.
Oh crap! It's not neutered. Run, boys, run!
But yeah, Star Wars lore, my issue, has gone really downhill. Like, I'm not a big fan of anything they've done TV show wise. I haven't watched what's it,
Andor.
I haven't watched that. Don't really want to. I watched the first season of Mandalorian. It was okay. Watched the later season. Didn't care. Didn't really like it all that much.
Did she eat you? Yeah, she did. I feel like a new hero should be like a Shugoki and a Shaman combined. What an interesting combination. Don't worry, Raven, from what I've heard, the protagonist of Star Wars Outlaws is going to be like a mix of Han Solo and Lara Croft. Alright, if they play that right, we should have a good time. I would like if the new hero uses moves that are associated with capturing enemies. I feel like that would be cool. Oh yeah, like their feats or something like would be like if you can like knock them down or pin them or something.
It'd be kind of cool.
Then you get like a buff or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh dear.
Crap.
Oh, the guy got too close.
Dude, why the emote spam? I've never emote spammed you, dude.
Like
you are very salty.
Typically, you don't mix pumpkin with salt that much. It typically doesn't taste as well. But what are you going to do? I'm pretty picky with Star Wars too, but Andor kind of slaps. There's a couple of really sick scenes.
I don't care about sick scenes. Like,
yeah, well, the thing is, like, I got a buddy that's a bigger Star Wars nut than I am, and he says he agrees pretty much with all of our takes on Star Wars, but he says it's really sad because he says Andor is actually pretty good, but the problem is it's not getting a lot of good reception because so few people are coming in after being disappointed so many times. And that's the real problem. They could release some really banger stuff, like it would be a movie or a TV show, but their so much good faith and goodwill has been lost with the Star Wars brand.
Yeah.
And so, Dale Expert just dropped $10 saying, things will come out before Valkyrie reveals her face, new maps, a Warden rework, a crossover with Warhammer, a good modern Star Wars character, the Elder Scrolls 6, and Raven having kids, etc.
Maybe so.
Maybe so. All at once. Yep, but yeah. Who's your favorite assassin? And, like, For Honor or Assassin's Creed? Like, that's a big question. Raven, you're not bad, it's just they know you're the main threat, so they all team up on you while most of your team is playing Scrabble with Joey Wheeler. No, it's Ryuji and Joey Wheeler trying to figure out who has the last brain cell. And yeah. just need one more good bonk on that boy. Actually, two, probably. Yeah.
Crap! The problem was her thing was eating me. Like her corruption was eating me. I couldn't do anything.
Yep.
Someone go help him! Or turn B around something!
Sad thing I know is, like, corruption was, like, supposed to be used as an anti-gank, but I've seen a lot more people use it to help their ganks than be anti-gank.
Right.
Like, I feel like they should have, like, add a mechanic, like, if you are ganking someone, like, if you are outnumbering someone, your corruption feat should not have that function. Like, it can still give you, like, power-ups and stuff, but it shouldn't, like, whittle your health down. I'm not sure if they could program that in, but I think that would be something important so that it's not used as that heavy of an almost a pro ganking tool. Brain cells are for nerds. That's how I play Raider. True, it sucks. I love Andor, but they destroyed the trust we had with them to do anything right. So a lot of people are rightfully unenthusiastic about it in other decent shows. And that's the thing. You got to give us your material from the outset, and if you release something bad, own up to it. Don't try and pretend all is well. Bonk.
Go to A so that we can capitalize on it.
Cap that zone. Must bonk the old man. My Astra is split in two teams, the Children of Dyspar and the Shadows of Horkos. Those are some awesome names there, Draken Knight.
That's a pretty good name, yeah.
Lark Ryuji doesn't have a brain cell. He has a tube sock that he occasionally gets in a... Okay. What's going to happen first? A good modern-day Star Wars character or Half-Life 3? Team Fortress 3, honestly.
Probably.
You are protected.
Well, we won.
We did it, fellas.
That's the power of the bonk.
Everyone loves a good bonk. Idea for an Assassin's Creed character, an ex-assassin from Armenia in World War I who fights for both groups in order to protect normal people. Honestly, going to that neck of the world would be like... I would be very much interested in seeing like an Armenian assassin try and like stop or thwart the Armenian genocide. That'd be kind of cool. Name a Val game with number 3 in the title. Challenge level, impossible.
Didn't they scuff Mando in the 3rd season? Yeah, I'm talking about Boba Fett and done with Star Wars. Look, I watched a little bit of season 2 of Mandalorian and I didn't like it. They kind of ruined a lot of what I wanted to see in Mandalorian, and I've heard that season 3 is even worse. And then they brought in the Black Blade, which, while I don't hate, at the same time, it's kind of a missed opportunity. I don't agree with what was said by Rags about it, and that's a totally different conversation. Oh, Pumpkin King quit. Okay. Yep. But that's a totally different conversation. My big issue is I think that they baited and switched it. The story isn't about Mandalorian, like the actual Mando. It's about the girl who shows up later and about showing off.
And the green puppet.
Yeah. Because everyone loves Baby Yoda.
Listen, I liked him too, but the thing is, like, I came here for Mandalorian. I would like to see the Mandalorian. I wanted to see more fun space cowboy adventures. That's
space cowboy adventures? Okay, it's time to go to the Fat Man. Let's go Goki.
Don't you have, like, an order for Raider? And you're like, later.
Later.
The heavy boy cometh.
No, I'm not going to do Armusha right now. I got him up to the next rep. I need a break from him.
Yeah.
Raven, which samurai in Wulin has best drip? Kensei probably has the best drip of the samurai and of the Wulin, either Zhang Jun or Tiandi.
I'm going to say Zhang Jun. That's going to be my answer.
Zhang Jun does have some pretty good drip. See you, Space Cowboy. See you later!
I just want Dave Filoni to have some restraint and not walk over all pre-established lore to tell the story he wants to tell.
Agreed.
Yeah, Dave Filoni's not the worst thing, but I've lost a lot of faith in him too.
Right.
Not everything has to be a tie-in to the Clone Wars.
Well, that's his baby. Everyone likes Clone Wars, and so he goes, oh, well, if everyone likes that, if I tie everything else I do to it...
It's like, you don't have to do that. I just want... Oh, yeah. Mandalore turned into Godfather in space. I think that gives it a little bit more...
Godfather in space. Damn, he knows. Damn it, I know!
Mandalorian equals space cowboys in space.
Samurai
Oh,
cowboys.
I thought he said space cowboys in
Yeah,
space.
Mandalorian equals samurai cowboys in space.
That'd be weird, space cowboys in space. Redundancy is redundant. Oh, crap. Only top messages on. There's some things I like about Mandalorian Season 3, but also a lot of stuff that was bad, though if I remember right, I heard Season 3 had a large amount of corporate frickery. That sounds like every time somebody at Disney Star Wars does something right, Disney has to go, now we'll make it even better, destroys it again. Oh, if Dragon Age and Mass Effect take in the same universe, should Dragon Age be set in a different timeline, or should it be like Heath Moore and For Honor and Glory? I'm fairly certain they don't take place.
I don't think they take place in the same universe. I really don't.
Like, listen, you would have an easier time fitting Dragon Age's world into Warhammer than you would into Mass Effect. Vikings in space equals Space Wolves. Sorta, kinda. If you haven't seen, like, Pancreas No Works video on the Space Wolves, check it out. I think it's
Bot 3 Shinobi, I'm dead.
I'll start writing.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's...
Never thought you'd be happy to see a bot replaced, huh?
Yeah, I hate bot 3s, and when they're really strong, like Black Priors or Shinobi.
Oh, bot 3 Black Priors are nightmares.
I have seen bot 3 Black Priors actually solo a team of 4. Not even kidding.
And see, in fairness, they got this idea from George Lucas, who never considered the EU canon. The EU is canon to me, dang it! It will always be canon to
The
me.
European Union is canon?
No, the expanded universe of Star Wars. I don't care about the European Union. Not the people inside it, they're cool. I'm talking about...
Ooh, good move on that Prior's part. I was trying to hug him to get some health back, and he just tossed me.
He activated the no-touchy.
Oh crap, they're all going to gank up on Renee. This is not good.
Ooh. Raven, would you like to see the observation from the story mode more fleshed out as the stories for future seasons, like the Samurai Exodus from Japan, or Heathmore, for example?
I'd like to see some of that stuff more explored, but I doubt they will explore. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Hold on, Warlord, I'm coming.
Oh, that a little more. Take out Pryor. It's... I thought it said Dolores for a second. Ooh, two fat man fighting. The Emperor works in mysterious ways. Assistance!
What, you thought I was going to fake that? Dude, I am too stupid to fake that!
So you say Shugoki is kind of like up there with Raider with just turn your brain off and let the magic happen?
Usually, yes. I can't believe me and Nobu turned that around! I am the fat man!
The heavy boy cometh.
No, don't be salty, guys. Don't be salty. Be above that. Be above the salt.
Be a sub above. Unlike another one we know. Oh, what's that?
The heaviest suplex in history.
Somebody edited in a like an explosion after that. Consider how General Grievous was changed from 2003 to 2005. Oh gosh, 2003 Grievous was a treasure.
He was, wasn't he?
That was just like the Terminator in Star Wars.
I'm not doing what you guys are doing. Y'all are just attacking them at the spawn point. I don't like that.
That's mean.
I've never liked that.
Do not be that guy.
By God, he broke in half. Dang, the man lost both his whole skeletal system. He's climbing up the ladder.
Oh God!
Oh God! Are you? You're focusing on me so that you can naturally guard against.
Oh crap! Here they come.
This is why I don't like doing that tactic, because eventually they will outmaneuver you, and then it turns into a real problem. Get out of here.
Get out of here with that, son. Hey Raven, is For Honor lore permanent, or can it be retconned to be better?
I imagine. I feel like it's permanent to them. I wish it could be retconned.
Because there are certain things that are just silly. The new Viking hero is 2003 General Grievous. No, that's their next Outlander hero.
What does General Grievous even have in common with Vikings, be honest?
I think some of them had laryngitis. Let's see. Hey, Raven, this is my first time here. Hope to see some good gameplay.
Oh, you may have come to the wrong place.
We don't always do that.
I don't usually have good gameplay. I usually just have fun and rant about stuff.
We're here for a good time, not a special time. He went from Grievous to General Gravy. You and your lifespan get it.
1 second. Let's even the odds a bit. And he runs. Of course he runs. They always run. There. Turn that around.
Oh. Exhausted Shugoki truly is like, holy crap.
I'm very unhealthy.
Just suck and win, man. One too many Big Macs.
Oh, crap. All right, well, that happened.
And that, in fact, did happen. Well, they are ganking hard.
Oh, they are. They're definitely ganking hard. They know that they started off bad, so now they've got to team up to win. Which is why ganking up has one major weakness. It means that you have to abandon other zones to make it work.
That's why.
So if you'll notice, that's why Kyoshin's over there quickly trying to turn B around so that he can get him back in the lead. But I'm going to take A now, and yeah, here he comes.
You're too late. Bop. Honestly, I see no good satisfactory way to retcon For Honor lore, but I'm sure people would accept crap to get rid of what they've already viewed as crap.
Probably.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Mal. Especially since some of the stuff feels like it makes no sense, especially since you can flesh out the cultures far more than the game's written.
Good move on that Aramusha.
Ow, ow, ow. Huh. Picking...
Well, why did I parry?
Picking on the fat kid, huh? I see how it is.
I see how it is. You're going to pick on the heavy boy.
Wait, is that a reference to Peniel White straight there? Very well. You've earned my respect. Go kill the Myrrh.
I can't see the score on my screen because chat keeps popping up in front of the.
You guys are allegedly winning.
Allegedly. Let me turn B around to keep it that way. Okay, turn B around. Good. I'm about to get
I think this is the largest Zone B out of any of the Dominion maps.
It is. It really is an unfair Zone B. I feel like the side over there, not our side, but the other side, has the advantage here.
So I'm back from the store. What have I missed? You missed some fun times there, friend. I missed when Ubisoft wrote...
Can I get some backup? Why did that guy run past me?
He thinks you got it.
God, okay, well, I'm dead. Oh, that's painful.
Mm-hmm. I miss when Ubisoft wrote lore off of things that happened in previous faction wars, like what they did with Black Prior's event. Yeah, but that requires them to put a little more effort in than they're normally used to.
I can't help a team that won't help me. Stop saying, wow, you're the one who ran past me, I think. Ugh.
Breaking news, suplexing Fat Man allegedly turns enemy team into piles of flesh and bone.
I'd love that if my team was willing to help me. There, one down.
Raven, you are the heavy, you are the backup.
And he's gonna run. Watch him run. Watch him run.
I noticed that the Black Prior has to bail him out a good bit.
I think they might be friends.
Possibly. They're in this together. Cute.
Ah, well, we lost this one.
Well, they'll never have the same.
You can't do well if your team is crap. You cannot do well if your team is crap. Man, these guys are salty and gankers. I love it.
Raven Shugoki in the hole makes me think of Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. Here comes Kool-Aid. I mean, we do have a red motif going on. We might as well rock it. I think we can say, though, with pretty much clear safety that
Okay, that worked.
But I think we can say safely that that Black Prior is that team's MVP.
Yes, he is.
Bonk. I still find it strange that the Black Priors can lift hundreds of pounds with their shield. It is a little bizarre when they do it, particularly when they flip a Shugoki. Oh boy, here we go.
Thank you. Oh my god! Oh well.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh, no, they didn't thank Spam. They just said good fight. That's respectable. Though the emblem may not be. Heavy boys never die. They just suffer from cardiac arrest.
Delete BP? No, I don't mind BP. Like they're fine.
We were doing pretty well.
If I want to delete any hero, it's Kyoshin. I want them gone. You basically made the most irritating hero and put them in For Honor. Like, you took everything that we wanted gone from Orochi and put it in one character. Let's see, I still gotta play as a Viking. But yeah, like, genuinely, like, Kyoshin is easily one of the worst heroes in the game. I can't stand them. Everything about them is just cringe to me. It all feels like weeb nonsense. Their method of fighting is cringe. They're, like, the fact that they can just light spam, that their second light is undodgeable, their second heavy is undodgeable, that they can get bleed and heal off of their light spam. It's cringe. Kyoshin has always been cringe to me. There are lots of people who would disagree. There are lots of people who would say, no, man, Kyoshin's cool. And to them I'd say, well, good, I'm glad you think so. They're cringe.
Wait, does Titan 2 Diabetes function as a buff or damage over time in this game? Damage over time.
Hey, Raven, do you hate your Kyoshin legend? No, I enjoyed writing that story. Look, I accept that Kyoshin's here, but if people ever say, what's your least favorite hero in For Honor? Kyoshin. You're cringe? Yeah, I'm aware of that, but it doesn't change the truth.
He's just...
Like, you can call me cringe all you want. That's fine. I agree. I'm cringe. But that doesn't change what Kyoshin is either. If I am cringe, so is Kyoshin.
I think he's referencing a meme.
I don't know if he is or not. But I'm just being honest. I've had people do that before, too. Like, it was funny. In my One Piece response video, I had a commenter say, dude, you can't criticize the live-action show when you watch dubbed episodes of One Piece. And I think that's one of the dumbest arguments in response. I'm like, really? That's what you're going to come at me with? I'm sorry. Really? That's what you got? Okay, sure. Yeah, that totally makes sense. You're okay with you're going to defend the live-action show, which is all in English, by the way, and multiple non-Japanese races. But, it's cringe if I watch the dub. Really? It is such a double standard. I ask the sub supremacy people. Look, here's the thing. Here's the way I look at it. If you prefer subs to dubs, it's fine. You like to read while you watch. I get it. But if you meet someone who prefers dubs, let them be. Let them be. Don't say you're not a real fan because you like the dub. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I got friends like, I prefer watching the sub. That's fine. But the nanosecond you go like, hey, you're lesser of a person for wanting to hear it in your own native language. It's like, what the heck's wrong with you?
I think Nobushi is cringe. Get rid of her bleed lights. No, yeah, I can see why that's a problem. I can see that.
I think the other thing is just like the range. You can do it too. Like, I think if they took some of the bleeds away from some of her lights, I think less people would be upset. And I guess we're going for more of a later Roman censure.
I personally prefer subs because whenever I imagine the characters' voices in the manga, the Japanese voices are usually closer. And that's personal preference, but also think about this. Let's say that you were a little kid and you watched Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z growing up, you probably watched it in English on TV.
Toonami, my
So odds are pretty good you'll be way more used to those shows in English than you would in Japanese. It's kind of like, take Yu-Gi-Oh! Most everyone knows Yu-Gi-Oh! For...
the 4Kids dub. As goofy as it is.
What the heck? Oh, man. That was impressive.
Tokyo Yokai.
And the way that her Nobuchi looks, that is a weeb. Not a Nobuchi, sorry, Nusha. I'm putting money on that being a weeb
Got
right
the
there.
Chinese opera mask on and everything. Yoshimays need to get a room. Back to the Shadow Realm with you, Raven. You didn't die, you just went to the Shadow Realm. Which, what is the Shadow Realm if not hell? Or is it like some sort of weird purgatory? Is it a realm of chaos?
Who knows? And we just lost a teammate, because of course we did.
Can we get one of them bot 3s, please?
I'd like one.
Because if we get like one of them bot 3 Black Priors, all is forgiven. I prefer dub simply because I've grown up with dubbed anime. That's true. That's where I'm at. I didn't know that the One Piece characters weren't all Japanese. I like when the anime introduces different ethnic groups. It's become pretty easy to find American/European characters in anime. Yep.
Can you really say that Japan even exists in One Piece? Because it's a fantasy world.
I mean, you got Wano. So
you have Wano.
That's the closest equivalent.
Tokyo Yokai, thanks. Oh, I guess you're thanking him for that? Because he bailed you out?
It better be.
Centurion definitely saved her. Wow, only one of their team has died so far. Oh my gosh. This is not going to go well.
We're in a sticky wicket, we are, lads. Shadow Realm was a weird American thing to hide the concept of death to the kiddies. Yeah, just like when they made the invisible guns. That'll always be a great joke to me. Like, now if we just got the invisible tank. Only we're a little to the right. Dang it, Kyoshin, we were having a good time!
Oh, you assholes! God, why do I never get any backup? I'm always on my own against you people, and then you run over to save your sorry ass. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Why do I never get backup?
Yep.
I never get back up. They always do. Y'all have noticed that each time I've died so far, it's because the enemy team got back up.
I think the enemy team actually has some proper mics going on.
That might be it. Oh my gosh, this
Communication is key, little kiddies. The worst censorship is when they make blood white. Yep, thank you, Chinese Communist Party. You've made this infinitely worse. And my social credit score just dropped.
Y'all have fun with that? I'm going to go to C.
So you'll see them later. I'm sorry. Raider's also not bad at clearing out Zone C, or rather in this case Zone C, typically Zone B. That still weirds me out sometimes. Like, I need to go to Zone B, I mean C, I mean, you know the one.
That's why I just say Minion Lane.
Minion Lane!
Oh, we finally got another player to replace the one who quit. Good. And it's a Magi. That might help. But only if they're good.
Actually, you could put that in for any of the heroes. Only if they're good. Like a Black Prior would help, but only Kyoshin.
Kyoshin,
where do
you don't like me?
Where do you even come from? Don't you dare say the stork. China always be acting sus. The best thing about Raider is minion munching. I have never heard it referred to as minion munching, but I'm going to use that from now on. That's fun. You're going to the Shadow Realm for that, bucko. Opens portal. Wait, there is an execution for that.
As I've said, can't stand Kyoshin's. He's probably trying to get the clout of killing you. Well, countless people have that clout. Countless people can claim they've killed me. I am not good at this game. People who say, "Oh, Raven, I can't wait to kick your ass." I'm like, why? Why wait? Anyone could. It's not a big achievement.
I will admit it is unique to see someone putting this much effort into Anusia.
Did you just emote spam at me?
Ever notice how old kids shows use laser guns instead of actual guns? I won't forget how jarring it was to see laser guns in a show that had like no advanced technology.
I got one kill, holy crap.
It do be like that sometimes.
Oh man, we were doing real well at the start of the stream and now we're failing. My luck has run out. I started out...
We had a good run, fellas.
Yeah, we had a good run. Now it's time for me to lose. A lot.
Yep, you're going to Brazil. Oh, is Brazil the Shadow Realm?
I guess.
It's hard to find Anusia. It's even harder to find a good one. Well, we found the good one.
Yeah, she's pretty decent. What are you...
Just chase each other. Just chase each other. That would have been so much fun. It's like, I'm going to get you now. I'm going to get you. Parry.
Run away now. Run away. Oh, you didn't get to run away. What happened?
Alright. Brazil is the Doom dimension, yes.
Probably.
But yeah, to Mal's point earlier, I did always find it weird. I find it interesting, like, hey, a bullet killing you is bad. We can't show that. But someone getting killed with a laser, a bit of, plasma, and burning to death from the inside, that's okay. It's kind of like the debate, like, what's like, hey, Avada Kedavra is a bad thing because it's the killing curse, but let me teach you how to implode someone's internal organs. It's like, are they any less dead?
Y'all might think that I made a bad decision there by dropping that fire flask. It wasn't just to kill the warden, it was to stop B-Lane from becoming a problem.
Yep. Hey, remember when the 4Kids changed Sanji's cigarette to a lollipop?
I remember that.
That was probably one of the lesser offenses of the 4Kids dub. Like, I'm still not over, like, the weird gun edits they made.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dude.
Like, I had respect for you.
There is some salt here.
Like, really? Why are you so salty? Like, you were doing fine.
You were doing great, man.
We get you once and then you're upset about it?
Man.
Okay, so you can dish it out, but you can't take it.
No, it wasn't the Nusha who did it. That was the Kyoshin.
What?
The Kyoshin was the one doing that. No, you're right. You're right. It was the Nusha.
I was fixing to say.
My fault. You're right. The lights are... Oh, okay.
Definitely salt.
Man, I am sensing some salt from you, yo weeb. Man, there's some anger here. There is some anger here, and I think you need to work it out, honey.
Indeed.
I'm going to B.
4Kids, why are you the way that you are? Actually, I had a buddy tell me that a lot of the 4Kids edits to One Piece they really didn't want to do, but they were kind of contractually obligated to do it. They didn't even want to dub One Piece. It was kind of forced on them. But they had to give it their usual treatment. Which, in that case, like, if they don't want to do it, don't give it to them. Oh, crap. It's Peniel White Strike again.
Crap.
I didn't think you could fall through that.
Yeah, you can.
First I've seen of it. Okay, this is going back and forth.
Yeah, this is really going back and forth. They're putting up a hard fight, but now we're both breaking, so we got to work hard to win this one. Their Kyoshin's dead. At least.
Get the flex glue.
Someone turn C around.
Boost. Ah, crap. Professor, I don't think you're supposed to be smoking during class. This isn't a cigarette, it's just a lollipop. Smoke doesn't come out of a lollipop. That's because I'm licking it so fast. I mean, I guess if you pick up enough friction, maybe.
Crap. Oh well. Like I said, guys, my luck had to run out at some point.
At least we had some fun.
Yeah, oh well.
And besides, after this, we need to switch over to Breach.
Do we? Yeah, you're probably right. Oh well. Well, if anyone came here to think that to see if I had good gameplay, you are mistaken.
The speed makes smoke.
Raven, maybe you're the one that likes me in that new shit. I think she's just mad I killed her. I think that's all it is. Yeah, good fight. That Nusha is mad. Wow. Look, Nusha, I get it. Your parents don't love you. I understand. That doesn't mean you need to take it out on us that have loving parents. Oh my god.
I'm surprised Commander K, he's been a pretty good player.
Yeah, he has.
He should have been rated on the higher.
He
list.
should have been way higher than that.
Yeah.
I feel like the Centurion deserved that way more.
Yeah. Also, he has that dope emblem. But yeah, it's time for Breach.
Damn. Oh well. On to Breach it is.
Which is more ethical, the curse that painlessly kills its targets, or the spell that is the equivalent of a bombardment of howitzer battery? I agree. I agree, but for some reason, wizarding ethics is weird. I guess when you summon the dark powers, your priorities are weird. The spell that breaks all your bones, of course. What kind of sandpaper tongue do you need to start a fire with a lollipop? They're okay. Ethics are weird in general. They can be.
I kind of get the feeling the new Viking hero is Gudmunder's daughter or sister. I just don't... Guys, we can make all the guesses we want, but we have no evidence for anything.
Crippling Vibes.
Oh, Crippling Vibes is here, as almost always now. They always seem to get into the match we're in. It's really weird. I don't mind. Just surprising.
It's been a while since I've seen you do Zanhu.
But yeah, I'm a little bummed. I wish that we'd done better the last few matches.
Well, I'm just happy we had 3 good matches.
Yeah, we had 3 good matches. I just wish that I wasn't such a shit player.
Well, you didn't do terribly.
I didn't do terrible, but I could be better.
Yeah, everybody could always do better. So.
All right, let's do it.
It'd be cool if they had a Great Wall inspired stage for Breach.
That's this. That's
literally this.
Literally, no, really. Look. Look over there in the background. That's the Great Wall. Wow.
It's salamander time. Daughter or sister? Was their gender revealed? Well, the thing is, the next hero's probably going to be male, so the next Viking hero will definitely be female.
And I will laugh my ass off when it is.
I need to make my Chimera Warmonger. Now that's going to be interesting. I love Harry Potter memes where someone went into a famous scene from the films and they just had Harry pulling out a Glock and then blowing someone's head off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's good.
Harry Potter with the strap, what will he do? Why does everyone want to make the new Viking hero Gudmundur or someone related to him? Because they really like Gudmundur from the campaign and they don't want him to be forgotten, so they want a character... Yeah, they want him as a playable character, or they want someone similar to him.
Mm-hmm. Can we get somebody similar to Patrick Sates' Berserker?
I mean, who knows?
Sorry for being late. I wanted to say I learned a new For Honor insult yesterday when I met the
Dobby has been gifted a Glock. Dobby is free.
But yeah, sorry for being late. I learned a new For Honor insult yesterday when I met the saltiest person in a while because that person called me an honor tards because I like to be honorable. Yeah,
that's interesting.
I've heard that one before.
Harry Potter in the loaded chamber.
Harry Potter in the chamber is loaded.
Harry Potter in the chamber is loaded. I love it.
Alakablam. So you'll be right good characters, get good results. There you go. Poke. I'd love to see the wolves from his fight be utilized. I just can't cope with how we got a cartoon wolf that looked like it crawled right out of the fantasy game from 2009.
Would have been a much different movie if he had given Dobby a gun. You shall not harm Harry Potter, or you shall say hello to Dobby's little friend.
I'm just going to be honest with you. If Cedric had dropped into Godric's Hollow with a loaded Glock, things would have been different.
Yeah, I'd like to see you say Avada Kedavra faster than I can pull the trigger.
Oh, look at that. There was that one funny meme video where someone had an American exchange student who was on a Browning and blasted Voldemort at the Siege of Hogwarts. It's like, I took a snake guy's head clean off. How many points does that teach your lady? Jeb over here is making making gasoline bombs.
Well, anyway, since we are on the breach now, it is that famous time that we do our rant. So if you guys are new to the channel, you should know that what we do at this point in time is you guys try to get us ranting on a topic. It's not as hard as you think.
And stab.
I like John Who. I think that they're very underrated.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Alcatraz. That'd be a different movie. What did Rag say that you didn't like?
Oh, of all the EFAP hosts, between like Fringy, Mauler, Rags, all them, Rags is probably the one that annoys me the most. And I don't think he's unintelligent. I think he is. I think he's intelligent, but I think he has an ego. And I think one of my biggest problems with Rags is, unlike Mauler, who I know scripts almost all of his videos, Rags rarely does. I think he mostly talks off the cuff, which can be nice. I mean, it means that you're getting his honest response to things. And sometimes there's value in speaking from the heart, I can get that. But I've seen a lot of Rags' videos outside of EFAP, and some of them I like. Sometimes I think he makes really good points. But other times I get very annoyed. Like, for example, I think one of his big problems is he gets off on tangents a whole lot. Like, he'll go off on rambles that have nothing to do with anything. Which, again, it would help if you scripted your videos, so that way that didn't happen. Like, literally, he was doing a response about the Mandalorian, and that was the thing that I was having a disagreement about. And he starts going off on his, on a rant about something, and then he forgets Finn's name. He's like, I forgot his name. And I'm like, it's Finn. And he's like, I seriously forgot the name. And he spends, like, I think, maybe a minute or two just trying to remember Finn's name. And I'm like, what the hell did you script it, bro? Just saying. But that wasn't what got me mad. What got me mad with Rags was when he said that he hated the black saber from Mandalorian. Not because, he just said it's just something to look cool and nothing else. And I'm like, that's fair. That's exactly what it is. It's just there to look cool. But he said, I don't like the idea that the Mandalorians, whoever holds the black saber, all Mandalorians will acknowledge them as a leader. Said that's really stupid. I don't like that idea. I also didn't like it in the Hobbit series, where they did that with the Arkenstone, that whoever possesses the Arkenstone will rally all the dwarves. He said, why can't you, that's really stupid, why can't you just all come together and decide something without that? And I was a little annoyed by that because, well, the problem is, first of all, it's a rallying cry. And you don't have to like it, I can understand that, but to just say it's all the same and all stupid, I understand why it's done that way. Because with the Arkenstone, the idea is that the dwarves right now are all divided and leaderless. They have individual lords and kings over certain territories, but the dwarves themselves are not divided. But whoever can find the Arkenstone, that person has the king's jewel, and that means the dwarves now have a rallying cry. It's kind of like if you're in the middle of a battlefield and you see your flag in the middle of the field, you know, hey, we're rallying to that point. It's the same thing. If the man with the Arkenstone says, I have the Arkenstone, I'm the king of the dwarves, everyone rally to me, suddenly, I mean, think about, like, if you want to use a different example, try the Sword of the King of Gondor, the Sword of Gondor that Aragorn got. Or he technically used that to rally the army of the dead at the end of the movie.
How about this one? Excalibur.
Or Excalibur, King Arthur's sword. Whoever holds this sword will be king of all England. Now, if Rags doesn't like that concept in general, I can understand that, but to just say it's stupid? He didn't really explain why it was stupid. His only explanation was, why can't we all just get together and make a decision yourselves? Well, maybe that's, for one thing, maybe that's not their culture, maybe that's not their government, maybe that's not the way their society has historically done it.
For me, it's like, why can't humans just all get along and sing Kumbaya?
Yeah, it has a very similar feel. Again, I have nothing against Rags personally. I think he's fine. In fact, I think he's an intelligent person for the most part. He just makes a lot of takes that I don't agree with. And I sometimes think that his ego gets ahead of him. That's all.
Yep.
So that's why I don't agree with Rags on that.
If I remember an incident, Rags was calling the Avatar The Last Airbender bad, if I recall correctly, and ER ended up having a private conversation with him and Mauler over it.
Yes, I remember that. They did have a private conversation.
Well, if it's an EFAP, then was it really private?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was. I don't remember seeing it personally, but.
Are we not good enough for you, dude? Get back over here. Could you rant about TikTok?
I don't like TikTok. I think it's a bane of existence, and I think it is destroying our youth.
And also, they made my social credit score drop. But yeah, Raven Lark, the true king of the Mandalorian.
Oh my gosh, I just thought of another example. The conch from Lord of the Flies.
There you go.
Whoever carries the conch has the right to speak.
Yep.
But our society has always been built around like specific rules. Like
there's symbols and there's things like, and the thing is like, I agree, like I have this rock, therefore I am better than everybody else. Like, okay, why? Why is the rock? And it's like the Arkenstone, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. What the heck is the? Why are you not doing anything, Shinobi?
It's a glitch. Sometimes when a hero gets up here, they don't track or notice anyone else.
Yeah, let them dance. We will kill you. What do you rant about the vegan teacher?
The vegan teacher? I don't know anything about that.
The vegan teacher for Raven, since you don't know, is basically this teacher that I think she's been fired from her job since then, but on TikTok that basically is vegan, and she's not one of those people like, I'm vegan, but, you know, you do, everyone to each their own. She's one of those annoying evangelical vegans who basically, if that's on you.
That was hilarious. I didn't even mean
that's
to do
on
that.
you. You cannot just say like no one. You have nobody to blame but yourself. You tripped. But yeah, like the vegan teacher, she just basically she would make TikToks and other videos basically talking about like how if you eat meat you're a murderer and all this jazz. Like even Gordon Ramsay went after her at one point just because she's so insufferable. But
if you eat meat you're a murderer.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I like Rags, but Mauler's the true master of insults. Mauler is
amazing. Here's the thing. I have mad respect for Mauler. I have mad respect for him. I've watched a lot of his series. His Dark Soul 2 series, his The Last Jedi series. I think most of his responses to stuff like Black Widow and Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I've watched a lot of his stuff. What I love about him is how analytical he is, how he can break down the very basic forms of writing and consistency and takes it very seriously. I admire that a great deal. I think he's an absolutely fantastic creator. Hell, if he ever invited me to EFAP, I would say yes in a heartbeat. I don't think they ever will. I don't think they know I exist, but I'd love to be on there. I'd love to be able to watch something with them and laugh at it or talk about it. One day, what may happen is I may get someone like Organized Chaos to respond to one of my videos, and then I'll just say, hey, he's bullying me. EFAT, can we team up and take this boy out? EFAT, let's team up on this guy.
I don't think you would need their help to take on Organized Chaos.
No, I wouldn't need their help. Organized Chaos, I'm afraid, is a chump. Easily taken down.
Uh-huh. Raven Lark, is there an anime you expected to be good or initially enjoyed but ended up being disappointed by?
Yes, there are a few.
Gate
for you. That time I got reincarnated as a slime for me.
Yep.
That time I got reincarnated as a slime is, yeah. Mauler should introduce Raven to Shad. Dude, I want that to be the go-between, like, Shadversity, meet Raven Knight. Raven Knight, meet Shadversity. and I just go, notice me, Shad Senpai!
And he just goes, and block.
And block.
I will be sending you several Huntsman spiders.
in the mail. Slime is pretty weak in a power fantasy. I just don't like that kind of time I got reincarnated as a world as a slime. I don't like it. Here's the thing. I liked it at first. The first few episodes, like the first season, I thought, wow, this is really cool. I'm enjoying this so far. But then when we got into season 2, I was kind of like, this is getting really lame. I'm not liking this anymore. It's just, no, stop it. So I don't like it anymore. I'm just like, oh my god, it's just pure power fantasy. He has no weakness. He's a Gary Stu, whatever.
Not only is he a Gary Stu, but like the problem is you're defeating the point of the fantasy. You went to it, like you have a character in a fantasy world, enjoy the fantasy world, but no, you keep making the fantasy world basically modern day Japan.
I hate that. I hate whenever they do that. Whenever they take like a fantasy setting and try to turn it modern. Like, stop it! You're in fantasy land. I don't go to Neverland and say, all right, guys, hold on, let's build.
Look, it's the industrial age and its consequences.
Let's get a Fortune 500. Let's start some industrial crap.
Yeah, it's just... yeah, when it got to how quickly he took care of the dragon issue, I just dropped it. Just that thing. Like, I don't mind a little. Like, if you're like, particularly if that's the focus. Like, if you have a guy that's sent to another world and he actually brings like technological innovations with him, as like, say, like he like teaches them how to use gunpowder or something like that. I can work with that as long as it's done in a more realistic style. But imagine like going into a fantasy setting and dropping like the ability to suddenly make gunpowder. That would really upset the social dynamic. That would really change how warfare is played. You could have a lot of interesting stories spawned from just that singular premise.
Come get me,
but typically, no, that's not what they want. They want power fantasy and some weird stuff. Have you seen Reincarnated in Another World as a farmer?
No, but I'm willing to bet it's going to be a similar setup. Most Isekai nowadays just follow the same formula. Dude from our world reincarnates into a fantasy world where there's something that's supposedly weak or forgettable or unlikely to be a real threat to the bad guys, but then it turns out that they know something really important or do this really valuable thing with their ability, or they have some kind of MacGuffin that really helps them out.
Let's see. I've heard of a farmer, cook, beast tamer. Am I missing any?
Let me finish. I wasn't
sorry.
done.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
No, but my point is that they'll always find a girl who doesn't recognize their awesomeness yet, but eventually will. And then once they recognize their awesomeness, this girl will become the love interest, and then they'll somehow defeat or win over the demon lord, and they'll very rarely have any weaknesses, because whatever it is they do, be it farming or mobbing or sliming or what have you, they're just all amazingly good at it. There are very few isekai anime that I've seen of recent years that break this formula. So most isekai is the same to me.
Yep. And it's just sad because the premise of having a character go into another world could be very entertaining and very thought-provoking, but no. No, we just have to have it be power fantasy. And I think the problem is just it's an oversaturated market at this point.
It is. It's really overblown.
Like, get creative with it, man. And I don't mean creative as just another power fantasy. Like, I think the best example of something like, and to answer the previous question, like a anime that would really impress us but then went downhill, like Rising of the Shield Hero.
Oh, you just brought that up. Well, I know that also Rising of the Shield Hero is kind of a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine.
Oh, listen, like the first season, great stuff. After that, crap.
I do not, here's the thing. Rising of the Shield Hero, I read the light novel and watched the anime. I haven't read the manga, admittedly. But just, I don't like it. It's... okay, it's not the worst. I'll give it that. It's definitely not the worst. I've seen way worse.
In recent years, it's probably one of the better ones.
It honestly is probably one of the better ones, but God, it didn't sell itself well. It did not sell itself well. Like, okay, so when I saw it, you have these four heroes that are reincarnated in the world, all of which get a weapon, but one of them gets a shield, and it's the weakest weapon because it has no attack power. So the thing is, he doesn't have the power to fight. He relies on his friends to help him fight. That's a clever idea. It can really go into the power of friendship, the power of connections, like you have to trust each other. Like, I think that's a cool idea. And then him having to trust in a slave to help him because no one wants to help him in this world because there's a stigmata against him. The world doesn't automatically like him. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm behind that too. I like that concept. I think that's neat, okay? I'm behind that, yeah. But then slowly we realize it's all again a red herring. It's all a big MacGuffin. There actually is a prophecy about the Shield Hero. The Shield Hero actually is the best out of all of them. In fact, he's so good that everyone's afraid of what he'll do. The beast people or demi-humans really like him. All of his slaves and followers are female. They all want to love him and all want to be with him. He constantly pulls powerful attacking spells out of his ass, even though he's supposed to be the Shield Hero who has no attacking ability. Like, I actually thought his attacking ability would decrease as the series went on, where he at the beginning could maybe at least throw punches, but maybe later on even his punches don't do anything. Now he can pull out magical curse shield bullshit out of nowhere. Now that his name is cleared by the queen, everyone now likes the guy. Like, I'm like, you sold me a creative concept and shat on it. It started off so strong, but then here's the thing. The series should have ended the moment his name was cleared. Once his name was cleared and he walked off triumphantly, I'm the shield hero, that's when it ended. That's when my interest left. That's when my interest was done. Because that's the funny thing. I'll still watch Rising of the Shield Hero. At least the first season. But then after he gets his name cleared, I'm done. I have no interest in watching more. There's nothing else there to drag me in. Because I've looked into what happens next. Can you guess? Oh my goodness, he gets another female follower who becomes another love interest. Oh my goodness, more modern day technology that keeps popping up here. Oh my goodness, his shield still does magical bullshit that it really shouldn't. I don't like it.
Yep.
I think I made that. I think I made that clear, Lark.
I got the message. What do you think of Konosuba? It's funny.
It's funny, yeah.
It's funny. It's a good parody on the genre.
Honestly, I kind of sort of want to write my own isekai. I've written my own. Okay. New Epoch.
That's not just an isekai. You didn't isekai a person. You isekai a dang world.
Yeah, I isekai'd the world.
The world.
Hey, Raven, is it dumb for me to feel bad about my generation just because I'm a Zoomer and I'm just really used to hearing a lot of bad things about us, made us some of us fulfill the stereotype?
Listen, you're talking to two millennials here.
We're both millennials.
So here's the thing. Every generation has people to be proud of and people to be ashamed of. The problem is you are currently like the generation that's growing up right now, so you're in your teen years and you're going to be doing stupid stuff. Remember, millennials were doing stupid stuff in their teen years. Heck, we're still doing stupid stuff now. You can find boomers doing stupid stuff. You can find people from Gen X doing stupid stuff.
Everyone does stupid stuff.
The problem is millennials and Gen Z just have the bad habit of putting it on TikTok for everyone to see, whereas boomers just put it on Facebook.
Did I see terrible writing advice's video on Isekai? No, I didn't.
I have.
I did not. Does he agree with us?
Pretty much. Like, he actually lists out some very clever ideas for how you could write a good isekai. Like, one of my favorite was he said, like, someone where you get, like, where your dream is the isekai world, and but you wake up back to the real world every night, and so you start to struggle. What's real? What's not real? Like, what's the dream? And, like, okay, that's a very fascinating concept to work with.
That is, actually.
Yeah, it's worth a while.
It reminds you of the movie My Name.
My Name?
You remember that?
Yeah, I never saw My Name.
I did.
You told me about it, I've just never seen it.
Basically, this guy and this girl, constantly, when they go to sleep, they wake up the next day in the other's body, and they live each other's lives, but then when they go back to sleep, they wake up back in their own body, and it turns out that they're living in different times, like a couple of years apart, and the whole purpose of it is to avoid a disaster that's coming. It's really clever. It's really clever. I like how they do it.
Mm-hmm. I have my own isekai idea where they're basically a good kingdom that has massively overclocked summoning circles that is rapidly summoning humans from all over the place, and they're using the summons. Oh, so it's like stunts to become like a slavery issue? Is that where you're going? Have you seen the movie John Carter? Nope. Have not seen it. Boomers taught millennials to be stupid, and millennials taught Zoomers to do the same. It's a team effort, really. Really is.
I cried with that one. Yeah, dude, I teared up a little bit at My Name too. That was a solid anime.
I'm gonna have to watch it at some point.
Reverse isekai idea: a dark lord comes to our world and has to adapt to being a normal.
Isn't
person.
that the devil as a part-timer?
Yeah, I think that's the devil as a part-timer.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the premise there.
I think that's the premise. Yeah, that Satan basically comes to the mortal world and works a part-time job.
Because why not?
Because it's funny, I guess.
Fodder for their war against the demons who are following Grimdark and will exterminate the demons if they either way. Okay, that's some dark stuff right there. Curious to see where that goes.
My idea, I mean, most of y'all probably know it, but my idea for a story for a reverse isekai story was New Epic. New Epic was my idea. For those who don't know what that is, basically, the world has been basically transformed into a fantasy landscape. Like, basically, there was this huge cataclysm, and the entire world has basically been turned into a fantasy world. And about 2/3 of the human population was transformed into different races: elves, ogres, dwarves, halflings, orcs, stuff like that. And they're having to adapt to this new society, and the story takes place 10 years after the cataclysm with a group of friends who have all changed in their own ways, and they're trying to escape because they've heard about a city that is mostly unchanged called Utopia. No, it's called Nirvana, but it's like a utopia where everyone's happy and living together in peace, and they want to see if a place like that could really exist. But there's a twist, and I'm still working on that story.
Harry Van Lark, do you know any good Bible-quoting characters from any shows or movies? The only one that comes to mind is Private Jackson from Saving Private Ryan. From movies and TV shows. Sadly, there's not a lot of those anymore. Let's see. This sounds like Shadowrun.
What Shadowrun?
Anime is Shadowrun.
No, I don't know what Shadowrun
Never
is.
heard of it. I guess it must have a similar concept, but we did it first, dang it.
I did it first, and I did it better. Never heard of Shadowrun.
Seriously. Desmond Haas. Oh, yeah, Desmond Haas from Hacksaw Ridge. He would do it. From video games, I was thinking Joshua Graham, but he didn't mention video games, which is why I didn't say him. But yeah, I would definitely love to include him. PK, stop being a jerk. This is an assassin convention? What is this? My Isekai idea is Unus Legio Mortis. It's about a Roman centurion who dies during the Gallic campaign and must be revived in a world being hounded by demons and must rally the kingdom's army. That reminds me sort of a Terry Turtledove book where there's actually a Waffen SS commander who, instead of dying, gets transported into a fantasy world. Because Harry Turtledove just has the strangest concepts. Oh yeah, I have a remedy. 99% of Christian representation in media is Catholic and only Catholic. Yeah, I have noticed that. The reason is just because Catholicism is the largest Christian denomination, so they know that's a safe bet. But the problem is, very seldom do they even give that the amount of respect I think it deserves. And if they do show multiple denominations, typically the other denominations are treated relatively poorly. They just don't enjoy portraying Christianity in media very well, typically.
They really don't.
At best, they're indifferent. At worst, they're outright hostile. Because I've seen it on multiple occasions where they will crap talk Christianity, but then the same show will give a lot of lip service to Haitian voodoo. They will treat it as though it is actually real. And it was wait, what? Weird. Isn't most Christian representation just Westboro Baptist ties? Sadly, that is what most media likes to go to.
Most media likes to do
the smallest dang denomination, and I really don't count it as a denomination, gets all the attention because they have the most annoying people.
Ha! Got Shinobi mid-jump. I love it.
Hey, Raven and Lark, what do leftists talk about how bad it was? I think you mean why. Why do leftists talk about how bad it was for the U.S. to drop the nuclear bombs on Japan, but they never talk about how bad the napalm bombs were on Japan? Because it's an easier talking point to talk about nuclear bombs versus napalm.
Yeah.
And just because the nuclear bombs have more attention.
Yep. The nuclear bombs are far more popular to talk about.
Because, honestly, more impressive yield. I mean, napalm killed more, but it took longer.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk future with fantasy characters. That is Shadowrun, some good RPG game on Steam. Oh, it's a game. That's why we haven't heard about it.
All right, we're going to do one more match, and then that'll call it for the night.
All right. Sort of Isekai is a soul from another world is reborn into a fantasy world as a baby, found by a young dwarf and raised to be a Norse berserker. They travel meeting new people in a new home. Good concept. I made a story called Iron War, which is basically a steampunk World War II. Careful. I think I've heard some of this before. With Germany having been through the most advanced of all the countries and is seen through the eyes of both German soldiers and Russian soldiers, Turtledove would be proud. But yeah, sounds good. Everyone loves a little bit of fun with World War II.
Yep.
My idea for an anime Raven would be a landless knight or samurai and have them travel through a fantasy version of Japan or Europe. You wouldn't even need to make that, say, an isekai, just have them travel to the other continent.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. And I think that's another good litmus test for isekai. You have to ask yourself, would this work if the character wasn't isekai? For example, there's some things where it's just you could have this where the character was just born in this world and it would have worked just fine. Who would have won World War III without nukes, NATO, or the Warsaw Pact? NATO.
NATO.
We had air and naval superiority. They weren't going to win. Like I think like Commissar Binkov, I think did it. Like he did like he like took the numbers from like in the 80s and he ran the numbers and he said by the numbers alone we have to suspect that NATO would have won. And considering what we've seen with the paper tiger that is Russia and the Ukraine war, I think there's a safe bet that we would have been victorious. They would have had numbers, but we would have been able to countermand that.
Hey, Raven Lord, did you hear about the Titanic submersible?
Yes, we were
making jokes about it earlier.
I'm intentionally avoiding direct World War II stories because of overexposure. Try World War I. Not as explored, but still fun. I mean, not to be in, but you take my point.
Well, now it's weird how our streams go.
Yep. But we're here for it.
Yeah, well, since this is the last match, if there's anything else you want us to talk about or rant about, now's the time to get it out of the way.
If you look at it, Allies versus Axis ships are coral reefs today, and Allied ships are museums you can go see.
$5 from Mel. For Honor Lore High School, Astria, Sakura, and Holda are best friends. Sunda is the kid they bully and forced to tag along with them, to be continued.
I look forward to this.
That is awesome. I need to sit down and write out each character. I'm going to do that at some point. It'll be another one of my stupid videos, my rated S videos.
S for stupid.
Basically what all the For Honor characters would be like if they were in a Japanese high school anime.
That's such a stupid idea we have to do.
Yeah, we got to now.
What's that quote? Oh, that's a terrible idea. I just have to do it.
For the love of God, someone help Pirate.
Yar.
Like, she's so pathetic.
Trying to come up with an isekai story where there's a time discrepancy between our world and the world the main character falls into, like World War II weeks passes and then 15 years pass. Dang it, they're cutting it fast. My personal idea for an isekai was somewhat... One day I'll be able to read. Personal idea for an isekai was someone from our timeline gaining immortality, but also being sent back to an alternate timeline of Earth 10,000 years ago, when humanity was first evolving from tribes. We call this the Emperor of Man.
Yep.
Sounds like something he would do. Once I unlock Kyoshin, I'm going to make him a greedy little guy. One with his eyes will be literally implanted with gold shoes.
Nobunaga gets isekai as a regular student in a Japanese high school.
I wouldn't be... I'd be surprised if Japan hasn't already gotten him.
That sounds like something that should already...
I mean, they've already made him a chick twice, so what else is there for them to do?
Are you kidding? That heavy attack, given the amount of health he had left, that should have killed him.
Yep. Mal just dropped another $10. Vortiger and Astria have casual relationship. Ravier gets jealous and inflicts pain on Arab kids to cope. And Bella is the girl that always wants Astria to notice her and become her new best friend.
Tell you what, once the new Aztec hero drops, I'll make that. That sounds like something worth making.
And the new Viking kid will be a transfer student. I've also wanted to do an after isekai story where the MC is back in the world, but he still has his powers and lots of PTSD. There is one that has the comes back element, but he does not have the PTSD. Honestly, I have very seldom seen any isekai or even high fantasy stories deal with the concept of PTSD, which I think is an untapped resource. A Japanese high school student gets isekai'd into the American Revolution. It's only a matter of time, if I'm being frank. They will do it eventually if we give them enough time. Didn't Japan also make Jack the Ripper into a chick?
They've made everything into a chick.
If you are a popular enough historical figure, you will be made into a chick by Japan. It's not a matter of if, but when.
Yeah. Raven, who would win in a fight, Kratos or the Five Nights at Freddy wrote? I'm not answering that. You should know the answer to that. Like that, a couple of animatronics versus a Greek god. No, I do wonder who would win that.
Yep. Yeah, well, the whole American Revolution thing might be covered good, assuming they don't go with the ambition of Oda Nobunaga. They go that.
Please don't remind me of that.
I'm okay. I'm sorry. Fate did, although it's an amalgamation of... Oh dear. There's a grimdark isekai story about a hero coming back home and becoming a mass murderer after his life sucks. Cheery, isn't it? Lovely. Greek gods of the school staff and students. I think somebody did.
Yeah, I think something like that already exists.
Yeah. Essentially, he frankly nuked the entire Greek world over daddy issues. Let's be fair, that's kind of par for the course with Greek myths.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we let out all, like, we gave a girl a box and suddenly that went downhill very quickly.
Yeah.
And now I have tinnitus for no reason. Yep. I was just kidding. About what, Lord Thunder? Ah, okay. Kratos wanted all the smoke. That was pretty much the first 3 games.
Pretty much.
We have summed up God of War several times now. Indeed. But yeah, we do need to get Pirate a buff. They nerfed her too hard.
Yeah, like, that it takes so much to do any real damage. God, they nerfed her into the ground. She is pathetic. I can't tell you how many times I feel like I should have killed someone with a heavy who is really low health, but then they managed to survive it.
Lark, absolutely nothing. His ears, boo! It'd be like that sometimes. And... you know, executing a Zanhu with a fire sword seems kind of poetic in a sense.
It does.
It really do be like that. I also had an idea where, like, all the ancient gods woke up in our world, but because the world simply can't handle all the gods on its way to an inevitable apocalypse. Like, okay, so Ragnarok. That sounds like a Ragnarok situation to me. Because, like, before Ragnarok, like, all the gods were sleeping, right?
They're all supposed to be asleep right now.
Hmm? He removed his PTSD from his memory. How does, like... okay, thank you for getting rid of the entire field of psychology with that one. Imagine if Kratos wound up in Heathmore.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Nah.
See what I mean? My attacks do so little damage that as long as someone else hits them at the same time I do, they'll get more damage off of it.
Hey, what's your opinion on the pirate hero skin?
Oh, I liked it. I liked Genshin. It's cool. I just feel like Pirate's been nerfed to the ground that she's almost irrelevant.
Yep. Yeah, in Greek mythology, if you're a human, you are like the golden apple stories. Yep, you're in trouble if you're in Greek mythology. The ram is approaching the gate.
See, look at that! See, look at that. Don't you think he should have been dead after that? Oh, like, y'all notice that. I hope y'all notice that.
Oh, we notice. That's just Doom music and blood gaming pig. Oh shoot, guys, gotta go. See you, Lark Raven, and everyone. Glad I got to catch most of the stream. Good to have you here, person. Take care. And God forbid you actually look beautiful in Greek myths, particularly if you're a chick. Because Zeus has it bad, and he's about to make it bad for everybody else. And if by some miracle you survive, Hera's gonna kill you. Just there is no winning. I guess your only luck in Greek mythology is to get on Hades' good side.
Even the minion got a kill before I did.
Dang pikemen. Even the ones on our own team we can't count on. So they, my brothers in Christ. Paladin's Templar, good to see you. My pirate Jacqueline demands buffs.
No, look at this. I've landed 2 heavies on him. Look at how little health he's losing. See, look at that! Look at that! He managed to get landing nothing but heavies on this guy. He got all the way to the ladder before I could kill him. Do you guys not see how pathetic Pirate is?
Female, male, bull, nobody is safe from Zeus in Greece. Nobody. But yeah, Pirate. Buff him.
Nah, just...
Zeus, could you keep it in your
It's not.
pants, or rather chitin, for once? Athena is petty as hell. Athena can be.
She can be.
Though I would say Hera is probably... Because the thing is, if you piss off Athena, at least she's going to be petty, but because of something you did. Whereas you have Hera, who will get pissed at you for something Zeus did, but because she can't take it out on Zeus, she's going to take it out on you. Alright. Christianity got popular in Greece because they were tired of Zeus's crap. It's like, oh, this Jesus guy died for us instead of coming down to become a goose or a bull or something? Sounds like a better deal. Don't tell the Athenians, though, they got upset. Except that one guy, he was cool.
Indeed.
There's Zagreus, he's cool. Yeah. Don't get me started on Aphrodite. We don't need to get started on Aphrodite.
Alright, well, I gotta edit some heroes, so if y'all want to talk more about Greek mythology, go right ahead. I'm gonna do this.
Jack, yeah, summed it up pretty well. And also notice that they made 4 female-only hero skins, and they had a female-only hero in a row. That is interesting. I guess that is a good question. Which hero skin do we want next?
Who knows, honestly. I feel like I'd be good with just about any at this point.
Yep, as long as the story associated with it is actually somewhat decent.
Yeah, as long as their story's good.
Yep. Honestly, I've been wanting to study up on Egyptian mythology because of their fashion. It's like I don't study mythology for the story or moral lessons or quandaries or philosophy. I do it for the drip. For the drip. Yeah, I would love to see a Lawbringer hero skin.
That'd be cool. I'd see that.
Maybe we could fully cement with that Vlad the Impaler idea. Hint, hint, Ubisoft?
Ubisoft wants a story.
What is this storytelling you speak of? Can you put microtransactions in it? Oh gosh, at some point I'm sure we're going to get a game where you actually have to pay to see the story. It's only a matter of time. How would you buff Warden?
Allow him to do lights after his heavies. That's the first thing I do. Like, legitimately.
Mm. Anything you would change, like would you give him any dodge attacks?
He's already got a dodge attack, his dodge bash.
Yeah, but like a dodge attack.
I'd like an actual dodge attack for him, yes, not just the dodge bash, but everyone swears by it, so I let them go with it.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that just Halo Infinite? You're not entirely wrong there. That's usually called DLC LARP, but I mean, not paying for the story and the game with it. I mean, you're actually just to know what the heck's going on, you have to pay money. It's like, oh, you want to know the lore? Pay me. Oh, good. The next chapter of Sonora Whispers is out.
That's good. Need to send it to us because I don't know where it is.
Probably posted in writing on Discord if I had to guess.
Okay.
I could see Kingdom Hearts doing it. No, that's different. That's like a story lawyer. You have to pay someone to actually go through the lore and tell it to you because there's no way you could get it all in one go. Because didn't Hannah go insane last time she tried to understand the Kingdom Hearts story?
Yes, she's still not quite over that. Hannah, are you over the Kingdom Hearts issue?
I think we just blew her mind right now.
I think she's furious.
Apparently that's what happened for the... Wait, no! You're telling me for the Gollum game you have to pay to get stored.
That sounds right.
There she goes, frick Kingdom Hearts!
Yeah, oh. Hannah doesn't like Kingdom Hearts.
One day we will have to record her rants on it.
I think we have, actually.
Yep. I still understand Kingdom Hearts lore, and that was after a couple of years, a couple of days on the Kingdom Hearts wiki surfing. Yeah, if you have to understand the lore by wiki surfing the whole time, there's a problem.
I tried wiki surfing, I still don't get it.
Yeah, something, even Final Fantasy wasn't this confusing.
You don't want to commit to that. That's...
Hannah, no.
I'm willing to do it again.
No.
I know you are, but what do we get out of it?
DC made Tim Drake Robin gay.
Yeah, I know about that.
Why?
That's why I don't trust them anymore to handle characters well.
Honestly, Arcade kind of is that because it has canon lore in it. I'll argue, but at least there's a game mode with it. There is a game mode with it, and there are prizes to be had. For the life of me, I cannot understand COD Zombies lore.
I don't try.
I don't think most people play COD Zombies for the lore.
Well, if COD keeps going the way it is, I think COD Zombies lore will be the least of their worries.
Well, apparently, like the last iteration of COD Zombies did not go over well.
Well, apparently Call of Duty is not going over well.
Yes, because they're making great financial decisions.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I just went through everybody and got all the yellow exclamation points gone.
Have you heard the theory that Jesus studied Buddhism? Nope.
Nope, because that's bullcrap.
Yeah, that's going to be no from me, dog.
That is a load of bull. Because he grew up in Jerusalem, in Roman-controlled Israel, where Buddhism probably wouldn't have even been mentioned, let alone studied.
Yeah, Buddhism really didn't make it out that far.
But anyway.
The real COD Zombies are the developers. Preach. Preach, Jedi.
Any last-minute questions before we go? And let's not make them about Greek mythology. I'm a little Greek mythology out right now.
One too many Greek swans. Distances are too vast for even that to happen. I thought he spent like the first 12 years of his life in Egypt.
Thank you for a great night, Raven Lord. Thank you. No problem, Hughie. We had a lot of fun. Laura, what's your thoughts on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
It's fun. I enjoy it.
Jesus was raised in Nazareth, not Jerusalem. You're right. I'm sorry.
You spent like 2 years in Egypt? Yeah, I can't wait for your AC video on Valhalla.
Oh, I'm still got to work my way through that game. I took a break briefly so that I could celebrate the Dead by Daylight anniversary. Don't worry, another Dead by Daylight video is coming. But I'm a little over halfway through with Valhalla, I think.
You're good, Jade. Nothing wrong there.
I've gotten to the point in Valhalla where Sigurd has been taken by the king, and you're now having to take territories without him. And I've gotten to the part where Ceolberth is trying to become the elderman of this specific area, but Ivar is pissing off everybody, as he does. Ivar likes to piss off everybody.
He's got a bone to pick with you.
And I've got to somehow, and I'm at the point where I have to decide who I give silver to buy them over, and I'm like, God, this game is wearing on me. Like, here's the thing, I enjoyed it for a little while. The gameplay was kind of fun. I liked certain aspects to it, but it's starting to weigh on me. I'm starting to realize, God, this game is long. Raven, you're about to get very angry at that part. What? The part with Ceolberth? I hope not. I like Ceolberth. I like him. He's a good kid. Please don't do anything bad with that kid.
When are we going to get a Swedish Chef reference?
Oh, man. Just thinking about Valhalla makes me tired.
Yep. Well, I think that's it.
All right. Well, that's it. We're going to go ahead and call it there for tonight. I want to thank you guys so much for another fantastic stream. Let me go ahead and tell you what's going to happen. Tomorrow is Saturday, and we will be doing the next Mass Effect stream tomorrow. Sunday, if we feel up to it, we may do another stream of either For Honor, Persona, or Mass Effect. We'll decide and talk about it. Raven, you liking it will make it a lot worse. Oh, God. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Had a great time, great stream. It's very enjoyable. You guys have a great rest of your night. And as always, we will see you in our next video. Take care.
Have a good one, fellas.